Hi everyone, I am going to be showing you how to use Kasper's new mass communication feature, campaigns. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to want to select campaigns in Kasper. And it's going to open up a new tab, and you are going to see a few categories. You're going to see one-time campaign, recurring campaigns, sent history, and the do not disturb list. Let's start with the do not disturb list. So this is a list of patients that you do not want to receive certain campaigns. So you can exclude them from all of your campaigns or in just some. So I like to give some examples. So some good examples of this would be like Grumpy Grandpa. He's a great patient, but he hates text messages. He only wants text messages that are like absolutely necessary. So he hasn't completely opted out of texts. He still wants to get his appointment reminders, but he would be upset if he got all of the extra texts like birthday messages or review requests. So we will add Grumpy Grandpa to the do not disturb list, right? So we're going to add him, add, and confirm. So now he's been added. Another good example would be we have Review Rhonda, right? And she just had an appointment today. She was nervous. She complains about everything. So we still want her to get text reminders and birthday messages, but we don't want to ask her for a review. So she just walked out of the office. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type DNB into her appointment note. And then that is going to automatically add her to the do not disturb list. So after a couple of minutes, this is going to pop up in the do not disturb list and automatically add her. So keep in mind that this does not exclude people from like all reminders or and confirmation texts. So if a patient needs to be excluded from all text messages, you're going to go to their patient profile in Open Dental in the Family tab, go to their patient information, and this area where it says text OK, you're going to want to select no. This is going to prevent them from getting any automated text from the office at all. So only use that for the people that just want zero texts at all. So now let's move on to the recurring campaigns. You're going to click on this tab here. These are your automatic campaigns, and it checks and sends messages to patients based on a daily basis based on the criteria that's selected. So we're going to start with hygiene reminders. These run daily, and they are based on patients' recall due dates and the criteria set up. So the way that we are going to set up that criteria, we're going to go to Open Dental. And in the Family tab, when I go to, we're going to look at polyprophy here. You're going to see these recall types. So this is going to show when a patient is due for a procedure. So we want to set up those recall types. We're going to go to set up, and we're going to go to appointments, and then we're going to go to recall types. So all you have to do is just hit add, name it, add the procedure that's going to trigger that recall type, and then you're going to set the default interval to trigger the due date. So, you're going to add an 1110 and an 1120 for prophy and make it, 6 months in a day, or perio maintenance, you would add that code 4910 and then add every 3 months in a day to create those. So I have a few set up already. You can see this one's my prophy one. I have it set to 6 months in a day here. And then you're going to want to select sync to force sync to make those intervals reflect for every previous patient in the office. Let me close out of here. Go back here. So one thing that I did is about 6 months ago, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, on November 1st, Polyprophy already came into the office. She's already had her prophy done. It's been more than 6 months and it's been completed. So now that I'm in the Family tab, I can see prophy, she is past due. You're going to see that they're due in red. And then in Kasper, this is how we're going to add the campaigns. So in Kasper, you're going to select add reminder, and then you can name it whatever you like. I'm going to name mine Profi, so that it'll be similar to what's in here. You'll select the recall type. I'm going to choose Profi. And then a time of day to send it. I want these to go out at 10 a.m. Reminder time. You can remind them before their due date or after their due date by days or months, whatever works. So I want to remind them 14 days before their due date. And then reminder type, email or SMS. I want to stress, choose either email or SMS. Don't do both at the same time. It's going to make like the email look a little bit strange. So do one separate one for SMS, one separate one for email. This one I'm going to make my email. You can choose to exclude patients from the DND list, from the do not disturb list. You're going to create your email subject, write whatever you like, and choose the custom field. So you can add like a callback number or anything that you like. So it'll customize that message for them. Make sure that you customize for individual and family. For the view, you'll be able to preview that email and what it looks like. So another additional thing to remember would be maybe there's like a certain patient, they have insurance that allows them to have like 3 Profis per year. They can adjust the interval individually for the patient from the recall section in the patient's profile in Open Dental. So you can change it here, and you can change like just theirs to every 4 months, and then it's going to update it for just that patient, so that they will get reminders based on that due date instead. And then all you have to do is just turn it on, and it will start sending out those reminders daily. The next thing you want to cover is birthday messages. These run daily based on the campaign settings that you set. So there are options for age range here, so that you can customize the message for certain ages. So you can make one message cater towards kids and one cater towards adults. So like if I made one for the ages of 0 to 18, or maybe I wanted to do one for patients that are 60 and above. Maybe you want to offer an ortho deal to kids or a senior discount to 60 years and above. You'll be able to customize that message so that that birthday message goes out to certain age groups. Okay, so next is going to be reviews. So right now you can only send one review. So I'm going to click the edit button here, and you can name it if you'd like. Select the time of day that you want it to go out. Maybe 6:30 p.m. is a good time. You can choose the age range. I only want reviews from people 18 and older. And if you want SMS, email, or both, if you want to exclude the DND list, we do not want Rhonda Review sending a review to us. And then you can customize your message here. This is where you would want to copy your link, insert it here. There is no automatic insertion of your link. So you're going to want to add that Google review link or Facebook review link to your custom message here. The reason that you can only send one review request is because research has shown that sending more than one review request can prompt a lot of people to reply stop, which would prevent like all of the automated text messages from being sent to that patient from the office. So reminders, confirmations, etc., all of those would stop as well. So we want to avoid that. There's also a higher chance for phone numbers to be marked as spam when multiple review requests are sent, just kind of based on the research we have. So this is another reason why we only offer like the one review campaign for the current time being. So the next thing we'll be going over is freeform. This is where you can let your creative juices flow. So you can filter things based on birthday, when they were last seen, procedure codes, providers, patient status, like whether they were active or inactive. Like non-patients are usually parents in a pediatric office, when they were last seen, filter them based on operatories, upcoming appointments, age range. You're going to use this to create automated campaigns that might not fit into the other categories here. And finally, we have our one-time campaigns. So these are, like the name suggests, one-time campaigns, very similar to the free form, but they're not sent recurrently. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click New Campaign, and I'm going to create a title. I'm going to do office closure due to storm here or something. You could do grand opening, or there's lots of different use cases for this. So choose the campaign type, SMS or email, if you want to exclude the D&D list. And then you'll create your message. Don't forget to create the message for individual and family. So if you have siblings or something coming in, do family, individual. And then you'll select your template. To add variables in here, you're going to add the brackets. So if you want to say like, hello, first name, please call us at, and then add the practice phone number. That is how you would do it. And then you are going to filter based on the criteria. So a few examples would be like a hurricane is coming and the office suddenly needs to close tomorrow. You're going to select who have an upcoming appointment tomorrow, and then search, and it'll give you a list of names. Maybe you have your hygienist called in with an emergency and their kid is sick, they can't come tomorrow. So you're going to select who have an upcoming appointment tomorrow and operatories, and select that hygienist operatory. Or you can send a post-op check-in to patients who have had a certain procedure done. So anyone seen in the last, where is that one? Anyone seen in the last 7 days? Oh, who were last seen in the last 7 days, with the extraction procedure, etc. So once you have set the filters, you're going to search, and it's going to provide a list of patients that fit that criteria and how many credits it's going to use to send that campaign. Once you send that one-time campaign, it's going to save as a template on the left side, so you can go back and send the same campaign based on the same criteria in the future. Sent history. This is just going to give you an information on all of that sent history. It's going to say who sent it, which user, when it was last sent, if it's automatic or manual, how many texts or emails were sent, if the campaign is active or inactive. When you select the campaign name, you can see a list of patients that were sent that particular campaign. So hopefully this covers all of the features for Kasper campaigns. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help you. And you guys have a great Kasper day.